Okay, so I'm live here on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Wow. If you are just joining me, make sure you hit the like sign on YouTube. And if you're on Instagram, show me some love. I haven't been here for a while. I realize it. But I'm here now, so let's not dwell on it. Is there a lot of competition in picking up girls? Is there a gaming dude? Well, what do you mean competition? What does that mean? Do you have a sugar baby? If yes, what age is he? Karen, what beautiful eyes you have. Thank you. Hi to everyone. Hi. Hi, everyone. Okay, so if you're watching this later on, please remember that I have a Patreon page. Patreon is the way you can ask me individual personal questions that if you can't join the live streams or if there's something private you want to know about. I'm going to put the links in these right here on YouTube. It's just a Patreon, patreon.com/Karen Lee. Because I can't answer every DM and everyone and every comment, but I would like to answer as much as I can. So here you go. And I'll put it here too, and hopefully I won't screw everything up. www.patreon. Okay. So what that is, it's a membership platform that you'll be part of my family. That means you guys hear about stuff that's going on in my life first, and you also get first look at pics and special videos and all kinds of stuff like that. So go to Patreon and support me and get your questions answered and become a member of the fam. Let me see if I can just figure out a way to pin that. Okay. So here we go. Hi, Paul. Mainly listening. Cool. All right. I mean, are there a lot of guys picking up girls? I mean, as opposed to what? I mean, where is that question? I'm missing something. I missed you guys all so much. Do cougars have threesomes? All right, let me explain to you what a cougar is, first of all. Let's start with the whole idea of what a cougar is, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions that this cougar is some older woman who just goes out to the bars and she sees younger guys and she preys on them, picks them up, she drags them over to her place, she fucks the shit out of him and then never sees him again. That is absolutely possible, but not probable. Okay? What's probable is if you're a guy, you're going to be doing the work. You're going to be going up to a lot of women who you find attractive. And when I say cougar, I mean a confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman. You have to do the work. Don't expect her to walk up to you. If she does, that's great. But when I say do the work, that means walk up, smile, give good eye contact, and entertain her or her friends or whatever to the point where you can finally start a conversation. And when I mean entertain, I mean just talk about the weather, talk about what's on TV, talk about the person next to you, talk about someone's tattoo. Start a conversation going. And not, oh, you have great tits either. Nothing like that. So when I say, when you're saying picking up a lot of, or do guys pick up a lot of girls, you're going to have to do that work. Okay. So I hate to break it to you. Were you on the show Tosh.0? Yes, that was me, Burn Bar. And I'm going to put a link to the show, that the episode. It was on Comedy Central. It was a lot of fun. We were nervous that we were going to be portrayed in like a negative light, but he really did a nice job, and he's a great guy, and I really enjoyed being on Tosh.0. I had never really even seen it before. Can I get a beautiful cougar like you for dating? Anyone can get a person for dating. Absolutely. I mean, it depends on where you are and what you're looking for, and it depends on the person, but there's no two like cougars that are the same. Women that are older are confident women. They're looking to have fun. They're looking to have a good time. They're looking to have someone who's stimulating mentally. There's a lot of things that you have to do before you're going to be finding a lot of older women that are going to go after you. So you have to make yourself as best you can be. So I'm writing this book. I don't know when it's going to come out. I would love to know what you guys think, if I should call it The Secrets of Hooking Up with Older Women, or should I call it The Secrets of Dating Older Women or Fucking Older Women. What, I don't know what to say, but what do you think a good name would be for the book? So I'm trying to go through all these comments. Much love from Alberta. Thank you, Creepy Tricks. Let's see here. Which state in the USA had the most beautiful cougars? No clue. I've dated cougars and you all can be just crazy as the younger women. LOL. Why is it that people never change with age? I don't know what that means, FD Ferguson, if that's a slam to all women or just the people that you've gone out with. I don't know what you're expecting. People don't change. Women always try to change men. Men always try to change women. But the bottom line is we are who we are. What we can do is better ourselves. We can do tons of research and therapy and working out and eating right and all that kind of stuff. But you have to implement it. You've got to do some work to make yourself a better person. Don't blame it on crazy women. You're just going after crazy women. That's another thing. Don't go after people that are not going to be good mates for you. Oh, this guy says, fuck you. I love a guy with a little fire in him for no reason, just says, fuck you to me. All right. Where were we? Good afternoon to all you guys. I really appreciate you guys saying hello and waving and all that kind of stuff. How can I ask a woman for a foot job and how can I make her feel comfortable about it? So I actually get this question fairly frequently, and maybe it's from the same guy. Maybe it's always from AH5141, and maybe you change screen names or whatever. But how do you ask a girl for a foot job? Well, I think you have to be in a relationship of some sort with her, even if it's just a one-night stand. You have to just talk about it, I guess, or just start gently massaging her foot and see if she likes it. I don't think any women are going to turn a foot massage down anyway, unless you make it like creepy or something. It makes her feel uncomfortable. Let's see. Cougars love whiskey. Again, I am not a whiskey drinker, but there are definitely women out there that do like a good whiskey, I'm sure. I'm a big wine drinker and vodka. I will, on occasion, tequila, which is not going to happen again since I just drank tequila the other night and I did not feel good all last night, the whole entire night. Got to drink a lot of water with tequila. The Cougar Whisperer. I actually thought about that the other day. I'm writing that down. All right, you guys, come up with other names for this book. The Cougar Whisperer. Thank you. Nuke Maven. Nuke Maven, the Cougar Whisperer. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Like that one? Come up with some other ideas. Secrets to dating older, confident women in the age of Me Too. Oh, that's a good one, Paul. Have you ever participated in a swing club? I have not participated in a swing club, and I'll tell you why. You got to be at a certain point in your life where you are wanting that, and I just haven't ever been there. I think some people are wired to be monogamous. I might be one of those. I don't know. I'm a little bit of an adventurer. Apparently, I'm now called a pillow princess. One of my friends, who you guys know that I'm friends with, is her name is Nina Hartley. She's a porn star. She has declared that I'm a pillow princess. Look it up. You'll see what it is. I enjoy a mature woman. They know what they want. They enjoy good sex. That's true. Tell me more. How can I seduce older women? Well, that's what the book's about, J Attitude. The best way to seduce a woman of any age is by being confident and having a good personality. I mean, you can get away with a lot with your looks. You got to kind of look like the best you can look. I mean, you can't walk around with looking like, something that the cat dragged in, looking like I think of Pigpen, like someone who's dirty with holy shirts and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to pick up a classy older woman. But you can pretty much count on your personality to get you a lot of mileage. A lot of mileage goes with someone who's confident. Just, you have to have your shit together somewhat. I mean, you can't be living in your parents' basement playing video games and walk up to a very attractive older woman and expect her to want to instantly go back to your basement and have sex with you while you're playing, Nintendo or whatever. Where can I find a cougar and marry her? Okay, good question there. Celeste Rosa Contralato Media. Where can I find a cougar and marry her? And here's another thing. A lot of older women don't want to get married. They've already been married, divorced, they have kids. They may not want to be married. It's basically something that, you know, may support more of the lawyers than anything else. Your friend from Deerfield Dog Park. Wow, we met in the Deerfield Dog Park many years ago. Huh, cool. I have to figure out who you are. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see. I would like to ask you how I can break up a relationship to just be friends. Um, I think you be honest. Honesty is the most important thing right now. You really need to try to strive to be an honest person with the person you're with. And if you're not interested in doing anything besides being friends, just say, "Hey, I really like you as a person. You're someone who I admire, I respect, and it would be fake if I wasn't telling you, honestly, that I'm not, in this for anything more than that." So that's what I would do. Sorry. Let's see. Not a slam at women. Oh, okay. We're going back to MD Ferguson saying, but you're right. I do like a little crazy. Yeah. So, before you criticize the people that you're with for being quote unquote crazy, which I think everybody's a little bit crazy. I'm a lot crazy. But before you slam people for being crazy, think about what you're looking for, why are you attracted to certain women, and what you can do to shift that attraction to someone else, to someone who's like, well, what I would say more sane. Is there a possibility you fly to Rome or London in the next few months? There's never a no, but I don't plan on flying to either of those places in the next few months. I have good news. Last time I asked you for advice from my beautiful and sexy neighbor, she's 43 and I'm 19, and my feeling is right. She did flirt with me, and oh my God, I have most erotic sexual experience. Cool. I want to hear so much more about so much. Tell me more about that. So yeah, I mean, here's a guy who had a neighbor that he wasn't sure if she was flirting with him or not. And guess what? She was flirting with him, and apparently they've moved on to bigger and better things. So that's very, very cool. I'm glad I don't worry about females anymore. Just live life and learn to enjoy life alone. Yeah, live your life and be happy, and you'll be surprised. Something can easily fall into your lap. Or if you want something to happen, make it happen. I just talked to somebody today who slid into my DMs. And I just talked to him about, like, why don't you make something happen instead of just being an observer? Okay, let's see. Oh, your friends are Susie's. Okay, cool. Let's see. But she doesn't want to let me go, even if I care for her as a friend. Okay, so just keep being friends with her. You pray for me. Thank you. I love when people pray for me. I need praying. How can I seduce you? How can you seduce anyone? You have to just be a very, very good and wonderful person in their life. People that drag you down over time, you need to tell them adios. Just, here's another book title for me, How to Hunt a Cougar. I'll write that down. Thank you for that, Eddie SCH. How to Hunt a Cougar. Okay. Where were we? Okay. I don't know where I am in this chat either. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to balance this out. Okay. Oh, shoot. What did I do now? Help. Okay. I'm glad I don't. Oh, we did that one. Where can I find a cougar, Mary? Please respond. I don't know. How many countries have you been to, Karen? Sutherland MGTOW. That was actually a kind of like a normal question that you asked me. Thank you. I'm making progress here with you. How many countries have I been to? I've been to a lot. Mr. Lee, I was 17 with a 44-year-old. Wow. Whoa. Let's see. Countries. So yeah, I've been to almost every continent. I was in Australia recently. I've been to South Africa. I've been to all over Europe, and never been to Asia, really, in terms of like any kind of countries like China or Japan or any of that. I would like to go there. How to bag a cougar. How to bag a cougar. Not as thrilled with bagging the cougar. Bag a cougar. I'll write it down. If you guys have more after you're done watching this live stream and you come up with ideas, put it in the comment section below. I'm looking for names for my book about how to seduce an older woman, how to find an older woman, all that kind of stuff. What is going on here? I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, I've been having sex with a cougar for about 2 weeks, and it's amazing. The way she handles me is totally different from the girls my age. Tremaine, why do you think that is? I mean, there's going to be a whole chapter in my book about sex with older women, but the main reason I think that women that are older are better in bed is because they've had a lot of experience and they become very confident and they know their own body and they're able to talk to the person they're with about what turns them on. And that's really important because if you don't know your own body as a woman, how are you going to explain that to somebody else? Potential for the book, How to Earn Your Way into a C-O-U-G-A-R is Heart. Thank you, Bryson. That's adorable. That's called, what's that called again? Acrostic. Yeah, an acronym. Okay. Using the an acronym is good, Bryson. Thank you. Let's see. Too much value put on the old VJJ these days, and females know it and capitalize on it. I don't know. It's these days or all days. It's always been that way. Rick Lynn's 1970. I think you have to realize that, that some of this comes from biology, right? The male is the pursuer of the female to impregnate the female. So we're in society also pushes you to go after the female. I think you just have to really think about what you want in your life. Sometimes you are wanting a relationship and sometimes you don't. A cougar in my sights. Okay. All right, let's try that one. That's a little, I don't know. I think I'm like a slave of my 42-year-old cougar. A cougar in my sights, S-I-T-E-S. Okay, wrote that down. You guys are coming out with some good ones. Okay. Exactly, Brick 1970. Let's see. Value comes from demand, Brick. Value comes from demand. Interesting, Timmy. So, how many available cougars are there versus how many available younger women that are just starting out in the dating scene? So maybe that's it. Yeah, could be. Okay, I'm trying to push this. There we go. Okay, give me a second here. That's all good ideas for the same name, but I like most for now. Cougar Whisperer. Yeah, if you guys like Cougar Whisperer, put it down here. Even if you didn't think of it. The internet has a lot to do with the female thinking their vag has so much value while men get trampled on. All right, those kind of comments, Rick Lynn's 1979, they come from some pain or hurt that you've gone through, and I'm sorry you went through those. If you want to try to change that, keep watching my channel, reading my book, things like that. Make yourself a better person. If you are attracting people that are mean to you and have been and capitalize on you're only looking for their pussy, then you're going to end up getting what you are searching for. You can't just look for the VJJ in a person. You have to look for the whole person. You need to attract the person that's within here. I wouldn't want to be with someone who only cared about my vagina. That's kind of like, minimizing who I am as a person. Think about that, Brick Lynn 1970. Is it air? It's really chick, just look around or try to be a male. You're clueless. Okay. Well, you can also say negative things about me if I say things that you don't want to hear. That's your prerogative. I may not keep you on long if you're negative, but okay. Karen, how do you think Femamerica women will fare once the collapse comes? What the hell is going on here? Okay. Where were we? I was answering questions. Those are not questions. Those are just silly statements. He. What time does cougar feel sex desire feel like when I wake at 7 o'clock? So cougars do not feel sexual desires at all, like a specific time of the day. Some people like in the morning, some people like evening. I particularly like things in the evening because I'm more relaxed and I'm getting ready for bed. I don't want to like get into sex like in the middle of the day and have to take a shower and do my hair again and all that kind of stuff. It's just me. But I can be coaxed into anything with the right person. But that's the key. It's got to be with the right person. All right, this guy Matthew is a little bit of a jerk, so he ain't going to be here anymore. Let's see, hide live video. Okay, sorry. If you're mean and say nasty things about women, you get canned. What age can a woman officially be called a cougar? I don't know. Just it's more about mentally where she's at than it is like a physical number. But I think that you can't be under 25 to be a cougar because your brain hasn't even fully formed before 25. Looking groovy baby from Austin Powers. Thank you. Let's see. Deflection avoidance as expected. All right. MGTOW. I'm going to ignore that. Actually, I'll let you stay for one just because you know I'm going to put you in timeout and ban you from the channel pretty soon. So, I was giving you a second chance there. You were actually, oh my God, who the heck gave me $10 here? That was very sweet. Pete again, of course. Thank you, Pete. You guys, Pete is so sweet. He is a patron and he also super chats me when I go on live streams. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Pete. Karen Lee, did you get a chance to speak to Nina Hartley about the unpopularity of the dental dam? Damn, I didn't get a chance to talk to her about that. Do women like the dental dam used on them while getting oral sex from a man? I've heard no. Okay. I promise you, Pete, that will be answered. I'm going to text her. Oh, I can't text her because I'm using Instagram. I will text her later and ask her that question. Dental dam 101. I'll find out. So if I'm 55 years old male, how old would she have to be a cougar? She can be any age. Cougar is a mental thing. It's not an age thing. You understand what I'm saying? There are plenty of older, confident women who I classify as cougars who might be dating older men. So there you go. There we go. I didn't see all these down here. The badge is undervalued just as the woman is, and both are exploited by disrespectful people. Thank you, Tremaine. That's true. Karen, have you met any mature guys under the age of 30 that's worth dating in marriage? Diana, I know I was with guys that were under the age of 30 who ended up ultimately getting married to other people. I was in my 40s at that point. So the question is, have I met anybody? And yes, I would say yes. Depending on how old you are, I would say that is definitely possible. I would say under 25 is less likely because, again, the same thing with the brain doesn't fully develop until after 25. What has your experience been, Diana? Can all your smile be only mine? The moon-like face can on me shine. Is that beautiful poetry or what? Thank you. Let me ask you something, Pete. Why do you think that you want to use a dental dam, just out of curiosity? Let's see. I didn't attack you. Your perspective, typical. I don't know what. Again, you guys think about why you're here. Why are you on my live stream if only to put down women? I'm a woman. I'm not going to want to be listening to that shit because I don't put men down. Have you seen any negativity towards men? No. So stop with you're deflecting and I'm not going to engage. I'm not engaging. This is the most I'll engage. I'll explain to you why I'm not engaging. Let's see. Let's be candid. Your boyfriend is ugly and you're okay. Joju. Okay, let's be candid. You're blocked from this channel. I'll put you in timeout. You're an asshole. In mid-30s, I find guys under the age of 30 willing to date me for whatever reason, but unwilling to marry me. The most common response is that it's too soon for me. Okay, that makes sense. I would see that. Maybe they're just not ready in that age group. I mean, that could be. So stick around with them and see what happens. Let's see. Can I use art and creativity to impress a cougar? Yes, you can. Ha ha ha. For sure you can. Have you seen a couple flourish with the age difference? Yes, me. I have a large age difference between me and my boyfriend, and it has flourished for 11 years. AJC. Yes, that age difference is not the most important thing. Do you think Here we go. Oh my God. How do you ask? I'm sorry. Let's see. Sullen MGTOW, do you think feminism is a sin? Do you think people who practice it as an ideology will be divinely punished? Do I think feminism is a sin? Of course not. I'm a feminist. And do I think people who practice it will be divinely punished? Of course not. I don't even believe in divine punishment. So apparently you do for asking that. How do you ask a cougar to have a threesome without insulting her? Well, I don't know why it would be an insult. If you're into a threesome, that's your thing you're into. It's not really an insult to the person you're with as much as it's a compliment that you want to include her with some other people. Do you have to be a pickup artist to get into a relationship? No, Andy. I'm not big into pickup artists. Pickup artists are they're I mean, listen, do I have friends that are pickup artists? Yes. Do I agree with some of the things they say? Yeah. Do I disagree with some of the things they say? Yeah. I've spoken at a pickup artist convention here in Los Angeles at the Whiskey A Go Go, really fun place, and I just was not into anything I heard. I thought that they were just trying to um, teach negging and stuff like that to young guys, and basically the whole idea of it is just go out and fuck as much as you want, which is not my philosophy at all. Do you consider yourself a dating coach, Karen? Sure, Sullen MGTOW. Let's see. Diana, you turned off by more mature guys. So Chad is asking Diana, who was asking about guys under 30. What is the longest relationship that you've had, Diana, with someone who's under 30? Let's see. Shu C. I've slept with an older woman and she didn't give much noise. Maybe she has too much experience. Already had a very good D. I'm not sure what that is, Shu C. I'm not sure what the question is. Is whether or not dirty talk? Is that some people are into dirty talk and some people are not, and some people can learn it if it's important to you. So actually, I hope you guys know that I have a podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom, and we were just on the Tosh.0 show, and we just interviewed someone who is into audio erotica. So that's going to be a really interesting podcast episode. So yeah, learning how to talk dirty, that's something that I think can be a tool in everybody's arsenal. Is there an alpha beta thing real? I only heard it on the internet, so pardon me. Is that a real thing? I think it's just a question of labeling, and I don't really think anybody's really an alpha or a beta. I think that it's just a question, are you a dominant person or a submissive person? Or do you want to be labeled as anything? I personally don't label myself as much except for a person. I think it's more important that you guys label everyone as human beings. So Chad is asking Diana, are you turned off by more mature guys? Let's see. Oh, Pete, you're concerned about STDs. Gotcha. I'm going to find out more for you. We could have actually asked that on my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom, that I do a podcast with my younger son, my middle son, not my younger son. We talk about STDs with Ian Kerner. He's the guy who wrote the book, She Comes First. You should definitely be subscribe to my Sex Talk with My Mom podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, Sex Talk with My Mom, and you will be able to make sure to not miss that episode because he talks about everything you want to know about sex, and everything, and STDs and all that. You booted Matthew Walls for making fun of a guy who was trolling you. Did I do that? I'm sorry. How do I get Matthew Walls back on? Let's see. The problem is I don't know when you guys are serious and when you guys are trolling, and I don't know. So sorry about Matthew Wallen Lane. How do I get him back? Hopefully he'll come back again. Let's see. Tap a response to show screen share. Okay. Yeah, it says tap a response. Here. Hey, Miss Karen Lee. Hi. That's pretty cool. Call you, me friend. Call you me friend. I call you me friend too. All right. Hello. Hello to you, Ariel. Again. This is fun. You guys want to ask questions? Go ahead and do it. I don't know. There's a little question thing down here. I just saw it on Instagram. That's kind of cute. Thanks for answering my questions. Two more for the day. Is there also such a thing as a friend zone? Also heard of that on the internet. And what ways can you get into a relationship? Those are two easy questions to answer. Unfortunately, I'm being sarcastic. Those are tough right now, Andy. So I'll have to get to those next time. Make sure you put those questions down below here, and I'll try to get to them in the next live stream or on join me on my Patreon. How did you and Nina end up meeting? How did I meet Nina Hartley? I interviewed her for this channel. So we become friends because I think she's a brilliant woman. I need a flight attendant in the air. Is that on your bucket list? All right, let's see what else is going on here. I'm going to go now, you guys. I just realized it's been a half hour already. Let's see. What is my last name? Potter, Poter. How can men last longer? Shu C. Okay, so that's going to be in the podcast too, you guys. I'm going to, here, Nina Hartley's gorgeous. Okay, here, I'm putting down here. This is what I'm going to put down for you guys. Sex talk with my mom. Go check that podcast out, Sex Talk with My Mom. Check Sex Talk with My Mom YouTube channel. We are interviewing some really cool people. And the last person, like I was talking about, talked about STDs and talked about all the other questions that you guys have been asking me. So I really want you to subscribe and don't miss that one. And meantime, I got to run. I'm going to go into taping my morning after show. So I do two shows with my son. One is morning after, where we talk about everything that you guys ask. And if you have any questions that you want answered on the morning after show, put them down below on my YouTube channel right now, or just type them in here. You could type them into the Instagram comments. But I don't want you to miss all these great interviews that we've been having with sexologists, especially the one with Ian Kerner or the one that we talked about called Quinn, which is audio erotica, to teach people how to talk dirty. And that means I gotta go because Gus is snoring over here. All right, love you guys all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.